Hey guys, welcome back to Intuitive Angling, and man, appreciate you guys hanging out with me a little bit and checking the video out. We are going to be talking about, guys, I think it was a week or two ago, there was an MLF angler that was disqualified for the first day of the tournament at Lake Champlain at the Tackle Warehouse event up there for not having a valid fishing license. I'm going to talk about how this is a stupid rule and how this is a stupid disqualification, and talk about stupid rules in general in bass fishing, talk about the ones that need to be eliminated and ones that need to be instituted in today's video. So we're going to dig into that, and definitely looking forward to getting your feedback on this as well. Also, guys, before we get started, just a quick thank you, man. I want to thank everybody out there that's really taken time to hit that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Much appreciated, guys. That's free and easy to do. Right now, we've only got like 25 or 30% of the people that watch my videos that are actually subscribed. It's a great way to help the channel out, is just hitting that subscribe button. You can also join as a channel member, guys, if you want to get some extra perks like some videos, private videos that aren't seen by the public every week, and access to my private live stream. You can join as a channel member. Just go on my YouTube channel and you click and you'll see a little thing that says join. Just hit that for information. And just thank you guys for everybody who's been using all those links I put in every video description to support the channel. Me and my family want to thank everybody that's been doing that a lot. Okay, guys, 2 weeks ago, FLW angler, I think his name was Chad Mrazek. I can't, forgive me, I don't know, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. That's the best way I can pronounce it, Mrazek, I think. He was disqualified, or his catch was disqualified the first day of the Lake Champlain event for not having a valid fishing license. And actually, Cerebral Tackle did a really good video on this. If you want to see the details behind this disqualification, I'll put CT's link in the description of this video. You can watch it there. But I've had a lot of people send me this this story with this, and I wanted to get some general comment on this. Now, first of all, this is a stupid rule. It's like, why? Somebody tell me this. Okay, let's say for example, like this guy up there, you spent $5,000 for an entry fee. You probably spent another $3,000 in expenses to get up there. There's no telling I don't know what his situation is, but I'm talking about it in a generic sense. There's no telling how much somebody has extended themselves to go up there to compete in a tournament. And you go up there, and for basically a non-malicious, probably just an oversight, you get disqualified from the tournament for a day, which destroys your tournament. There's no way you can make a check. Probably took him out of the championship and everything over a simple act of forgetting about something. That's bullshit, guys. That is a bullshit rule. It needs to go. And I want to dig into this and more of them about that, and talk about the ones that need to be instituted. Now, let's talk a little bit about this license situation, because obviously, if you don't have one, there's tournaments have severe penalties. There's been a couple situations, and it's happened to everybody, not just me. I remember one tournament at Kentucky Lake. We went down there for a tournament. I can't remember, it was the FLW tournament. And I got out there for the first day of practice, and I forgot that I didn't get my Kentucky fishing license. So it's like, God dang it. So I'm not even on the water yet. I hadn't launched my boat. So and it's Sunday, so I've got to find some place to get a dang license. So, I called around and all the online stuff, you couldn't get anything. So basically, I had to drive like 50 miles to get a license for that tournament. I didn't get on the water till like 11 o'clock that morning, for not having my license. But the point of what I'm talking about is forgetting to get a fishing license. It happens to everybody. I mean, you got all different type of stuff going on. It's not malicious. My situation was not malicious. I simply got fortunate to catch it in time. And I'm sure this dude's, wasn't malicious act anyway. It has no bearing on the tournament. This is why it is a stupid rule. When you're talking about ensuring a level playing field, which that's what rules is all about. Rules are about safety and ensuring a level playing field. Not having a valid fishing license has nothing to do with it. It doesn't take any skin off of any other angler's back in there. It has nothing. There's nothing in the tournament. He's not gaining any advantage whatsoever by not having a fishing license. If he gets stopped by the game warden and doesn't have a fishing license, he's going to pay the penalty. He's going to have to pay that fine or whatever. It's not the tournament organization's business to butt into that. And it's the same with any type of violation, guys. Unless there's a violation, unless there's a violation where somebody is ticketed or charged for something like unsafe boating, where actually you're putting yourself or somebody else in danger, there's no reason for that, for anybody to be disqualified by getting a ticket out there. If you, for whatever it is, I don't care what it is, unless it has something to do with the safety aspect, taking somebody's livelihood potential away from them by a simple violation is simply not right. It's the same with, like, say somebody forgets to put their life jacket on. They get excited and they forget to put their life jacket on, or just minor infractions like that, oversights. For those to be a rule where somebody can get disqualified is a bunch of crap. It doesn't. There are so many rules like that in both Bassmaster and MLF that need to get tossed out the window. Now, let me tell you the rules that need to be in the window. And, if I ever in a position, guys, to run a tournament, like if I ever am in this, if the universe ever lines up for me to, like, be in charge of, like, making rules for Bassmaster and MLF, I can promise you guys there are going to be a ton of rules thrown out, and there's going to be a ton of new rules put in with it. Now, all of those rules, like the just violation for not having a fishing license, getting UQ'd, all that crap's gone. I'm not going to kneecap somebody and their livelihood and their family and their ability to support their family by a simple oversight that has no bearing whatsoever on the tournament. Here is the rules that I would institute as a replace for that. Number one, we are going to have equipment limitations out the butt. We are going to level the playing field, and we are going to make professional fishing, it's going to be tougher for professional fishing because it's supposed to be tougher in terms of the competitive part of it. Every other sport out there, the pros have to operate under a different set of rules. So the same would be if I ran the tournaments. Number one, we're going to have equipment limitations. Just like golf, a professional golfer on the PGA Tour, they can't carry around an unlimited amount of golf clubs. They have a limited amount of clubs that they have to use, and that's it. It's going to be the same in fishing. If I was the rules that I would have in fishing, you're allowed 6 rod and reels in the boat. That way it levels the playing field. Everybody can afford 6 rod and reels, and you're going to have maybe 1 or 2 tackle boxes. You're not going to be able to have your boat stuffed with $30,000 worth of lures in every container. You're going to have to assess the situation before you get to there, and you're going to have to choose your rod and reels, and you're going to have to choose your equipment and a pack accordingly. And again, that levels the playing field. The other rule with this is you're not going to be able to have all this bullshit electronics. Professional anglers are supposed to be just that, professional bass anglers that are able to fish to find fish, and they're better than everybody else at locating fish through the real means of bass fishing. Therefore, the rules that I would institute, you would be disqualified from the tournament if you have over 6 rod and reels in the boat, if you have over 2 tackle boxes, and if you have over 1 electronic unit on your console and 1 electronic unit up front that is relegated to just 2-dimensional sonar and GPS. And I'm being gracious with the GPS because actually the way I would prefer it is no GPS, and you'd have to have a compass, and you'd have to have a paper map. In fact, let's just throw that in there. That's what I would do. I would make it where you could have a 2D sonar unit on the boat, probably like a 7-inch screen, a 2D sonar up front. You can get a compass and put it on your console, and you can have a paper map on your lap just like we used to do back in the 80s. Now you actually have to fish to find the fish. The talent has to emerge with that. So the disqualifications in my world of fishing is going to be to level the playing field out there. You've got all this stuff about you can't talk to people and you can't be on the lake, this and that, whatever, time period like that. I don't care about any of that because that winds up hurting you more than that. If somebody wants to get information from somebody about fishing, go do it. I don't care anything about it because 9 times out of 10, guys, it's going to hurt them more to help them. Yeah, occasionally there's going to be a situation where somebody benefits from information, but most of the part you can't believe the information. And the second with that is that it's past history, and it may have worked yesterday, it's not going to work today. And then the same with the pre-fishing. If you want to pre-fish or practice, whatever, go do it. And that way you don't have there's none of this polygraph tests and rule violations for, people talking to people or being on the lake, when they shouldn't be on the lake or whatever, just go for it. If you want to do it, if that's how you want to operate, do it. Because I can assure you guys, you can't sustain that. There may be a situation where somebody knows a buddy that's a hammer on the lake and it may help them out in one tournament, but in the long term, it is going to kill you. Every angler I know, guys, that has a reputation for getting local information, they don't last. They don't, because ultimately you have got to find your own fish. So they're going to spend all their time trying to find, hot spots that had been working in the past and working today. That eliminates so much problem with that right off the bat with it. So main thing about the video, guys, I want to get into is, like I said, we got so many just stupid rules out there, and this is one of them. These tournaments are stressful at the top level, guys. And I don't think that it's right for a tournament organization. If you got your customer base, and make no mistake about it, guys, professional bass anglers are nothing more than customers to the organization. Don't call them pros. They are customers. That's what they are. So if you're trying to kneecap your customer base after they've maxed out their credit cards and they've stressed their family out over some stupid rule violation by not having a life jacket on or not having your fishing license, that stuff needs to go. The only two levels of rules that need to be in tournaments is, number one, safety. You've got to maintain the safety of yourself and other people in the boat there and people around you, which is driving mainly. It has to do with your driving habits, how fast you are, how you operate the boat, just a driving habit. And the second has to do with leveling that playing field, where you take out the financial disparity amongst anglers, and you don't have this financial elitism crap that we have right now with, trust fund babies and people that have wealthy families that, money's no object, and you got the next dude out there struggling to, just put food in his mouth. We're going to have a level playing field, and then the best angler is going to emerge out of that. So, guys, that's my 2 cents on that. Like I said, if I ever get to the point where I'm in charge of the rules, there's going to be some major changes in it, and we're going to get back to common sense, and you're actually going to have to fish to find the fish. Oh my God, what kind of world would that be, where we actually had to fish to find the fish, and we don't have freaking live scope to show us where to fish at? So, guys, let me know. See you.